Hey guys, Generation here, so we're going to bring you some more Open Ultra League. This was like after 2 losses I had in Premier, where I was frustrated. I was using a spicy team, so I was like, you know what, we're going to make a video on Open Ultra, and we're going to go back to Old Faithful and see how we do, right? We had tanked our rating down for rare candy farming. We got a lot of rare candies. We went up like 150 points or something like that. So yeah, after we do some Open Ultra videos, we'll bring out the baby teams again, tank down, and go from there. So in this first game, we're met with an Articuno, which is a horrible matchup for Gyarados, unfortunately. So here comes the Icy Wind. Now that, unfortunately, is really going to hurt our Psy Strikes against this thing. Okay, Psy Strike incoming from Armored Mewtwo. But yeah, as soon as I switched over to this team, guys, I swept. Like, it was incredible. And oh, Armored Mewtwo, Cresselia counter confirmed. You'll find out what I mean at the end. Okay, so here comes the second Icy Wind. We're holding on to our shields. We are just burning this thing down with confusions. We're still doing quite a bit of damage. Get that Psy Strike off. This will take out the Articuno. Even though we have been double debuffed. There it goes. Out with the Articuno. Now we have a double debuffed Armored Mewtwo, unfortunately. Out comes a Giratina. And the delay is not appreciated on the switch in, because he seemed to switch in pretty quick, but we had a delay there, but that's fine. He brings out a Swampert, which is fine, I guess. It's fine for us. Now, we want to protect this Gyarados as much as we can, just because we know that he has a Giratina in the back, right? We want to be able to get that Giratina down as low as we possibly can, so that when we bring out our Giratina, my ghetto Giratina, I guess as you could call it, yeah, I checked all my Giratinas. The ones that I have maxed out are all double moved, and this one isn't. I have the Stardust now to do it, so I should probably do it. But, I mean, I'm just absolutely sweeping with this team right now. After this, we had a 5-0 straight. That's going to get posted later, too. But Gyarados, Shadow Gyarados, guys, he has so many good matchups in Open Ultra League. He just beats so many matchups. That crunch is devastating. I mean, your Psychic types, your Dark types, you got Mewtwo for, your, oh gosh, other dragons you have, or Dark types you also have Giratina for, too, if you're using Shadow Claw. I mean, there's just so many counters that you have on this team. Ghosts, you're going to absolutely wreck Ghosts, right? We'll actually face a Gengar in Open Ultra, so... Here we go, we got the crunch off. He goes down, way down. We bring in our Giratina, and he realizes, hey, this is not going to go well. He's on Shadow Claw, which I prefer, personally, in Open Ultra. I guess it's kind of a 50-50 toss-up in Open Masters, but in Open Ultra, I suggest using the Shadow Claw. Just so many Psychic types. And if you have to prioritize a move, I mean... it's 50-50. If you only have one move on your Giratina, you can either use your Shadow Sneak, or you can use your Dragon Claw. In Masters, I actually use Ancient Power, because when you get the boost, you auto-win that game. So you get all 3 2s and 4 1s. It's just a roll of the dice, right? So here we have an Armored Mewtwo. We're going to build up to that crunch. They need to respect that crunch. Right? This is what draws shields. They need to respect that crunch. So let's see what we can do. Can we get him down shields here? Yep, we can. He used a shield even though the animation didn't pop up. So we're going to go ahead and shield back. Now we know that we're reaching our crunches before he reaches his Psy Strikes, right? So we're going to go ahead. Sorry guys, the kiddos are running around. Sorry about the noise. And here goes the crunch. Let's see if he decides to double shield, right? Now we can take care of this Mewtwo with other members of this team, so... let's just see what happens here. Okay, we got both shields out of him. Down goes the Gyarados, right? We're not trusting that those confusions aren't going to bring us down. So, we bring out the Giratina. And we can take care of him now because he has no shields. We're going to beat him to the Shadow Sneak, right? He just barely got to a Psy Strike, too, so that's unfortunate for him. it's weird. Like, he would have won CMP tie, but it doesn't pop up as available when you're using Confusions until like a little bit after quick moves do. It's weird. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that. Put it down in the comments. Like and subscribe, guys. I'll be bringing you some quality PvP content, some spice teams, and hope you guys get some wins here. Ultra League's the best because you can do whatever you want. You can make weird teams, take the losses, tank your rating to stock up on rare candies, and then when Master League comes out, just grind your way to rank 10 or wait for Open, and you can grind your way in Great League if you prefer that. I personally prefer Master League, but Great League's good too. You guys saw our Great League season. We were just destroying, right? Ultra League is great too, and this team, guys, is absolutely monstrous. So yeah, we're going to take that and we're going to pocket that Giratina, right? We're pocketing that Giratina with that little bit of energy. And look at this Gengar, guys. Okay, we're going to throw up our shield. In comes the Shadow Punch. We shield anyway because we don't want to be taking that damage. Get the Psy Strike out. We want to be able to survive a Night Slash on this thing because, yeah, Dynamic Punch. So all these Obstagoons everywhere. Armored Mewtwo is such a great counter to these Obstagoons. And you'll see why. Watch how much damage Dynamic Punch is going to do. Because of that normal typing that they have on the Obstagoon, fighting type moves are really going to destroy them. One more. 2. There it is, guys. Dynamic Punch. So let's see how this Obstagoon handles a Dynamic Punch from Armored Mewtwo. Destruction. And look at that, Armored Mewtwo cleaning up at the end, guys. Absolutely brilliant. So, yeah, I want to thank you guys for being here. I hope you learned something from this team. This team is really good against the current meta. Has some issues with Cresselia, but not too bad, right? Cresselia is, oh, we got one more match. Cresselia is a tough Pokemon, I guess, but because you have Crunch, because you have, you know, Shadow Sneak and moves like that, and Shadow Claw gives you a better chance against Cresselia. So, always expect that they have a Cresselia in the back. I've seen so many of them. I've also seen a lot of Premier teams in Ultra, but they don't fare too well. As you can see, we've absolutely rolled over the Premier teams that we face. There's a reason why they belong in Premier. There are some good ones you can use, but, yeah, I mean, that ain't it. There we go. Lapras takes that Crunch. We know we can win the 2-shield against this thing. All we got to do is get one successful bait off, right? Are we going to get one successful bait off against this Lapras? By the way, beautiful shiny Lapras to this trainer. I still don't have one. I don't have a shiny Lapras. I don't have a Shadow Shiny. Any Shadow Shinies, despite all of the farming I've done to try and get them. No Shadow Shinies for me yet. None for David. None for Generation. Okay, baiting. There's the bait. And we got it, guys. We got a shield out of him. So we're going to go ahead and shield this. We're about half health. If he was in the red, if we were just a little bit lower, we probably would have just let it go through. But he hasn't swapped against this thing, and he knows it's a losing 2-shield matchup. So I'm wondering what he has in the back, right? Is it a Giratina? Who knows? We have a Giratina that can handle that, right? And we're going to throw the Aqua Tail against the Swampert, was it? Let's see here. It is a Swampert, yes. Okay, so normally this would be a winning matchup for us, right? But we don't have any shields and he does. But we do have something to handle it. We can handle the Hydro Cannon, we can handle the Earthquake or any of the poison moves, a Sludge Wave, no problem with Giratina. Giratina can come out and clean house against Swampert. So him not swapping out again lets me know that, you know, I wonder what's going on here. What does he have in the back? And we're going to get a chance to see what I was talking about earlier, right? One of the first things I said in this video. So he was literally one fast move ahead of us, which is too bad. Earthquake does do quite a bit of damage, but, you know, that's that. That's fine. Okay, build it up to that Shadow Sneak. Do a little bit of chip damage here. Shadow Sneak can be scary and can make him shield, but I don't know if we're going to get a shield out of him with it or not. Decides to let it go through. That's good. We're at about 25% health on that Cresselia. Trying to get him into the yellow. So bad. Just trying to get him in there. Okay. Let's see here, and Armored Mewtwo now, okay? So we're at about a 60% Cresselia against a full health Armored Mewtwo, and they were ahead of us in energy, right? They had one fast move on us for energy, so let's see how we do. In comes the Moonblast, takes a nice chunk away from Armored Mewtwo. But we're gonna go ahead and build up the 2 Psy Strikes here. There we go. That should have registered. Here comes another Moonblast. It looks like we're going to CMP tie to the final one, right? So here comes a Psy Strike, or he might get it one quick move before us just because he had a little bit of an energy advantage. So here comes the first Psy Strike. Shielded. Here comes the second Psy Strike. Remember, this is resisted damage, so we need 2 Psy Strikes to win this battle. And he needs 2 Moonblasts. There's one. See, our fast move is just doing way more damage than theirs is, and he is now within range for a Psy Strike. Boom, Moonblast. Yep, because he was 1 move ahead of us, he was able to get to the Moonblast, but that's okay, we will survive this. And the best part is, we have a Psy Strike ready, and he is in Psy Strike range. Here comes a Psy Strike from Armored Mewtwo, and look at that, Armored Mewtwo countering Cresselia. Absolutely wild. And Cresselia was up shields, so I just think that's hilarious. It's just the quick move damage difference. It's a much closer match than you'd think because of the confusion damage, even though it's resisted. But anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by. I'll bring you some more Open Ultra action. I have a bunch of sweeps with this team. My rating's way too high right now, so we're going to have to tank it again. So I'll bring you guys a baby Pokemon tanking video. You get the most hilarious reactions out of players. And we'll farm up some more rare candies and just keep prepping ourselves, guys. We got Masters coming up, and we are going to be ready on this channel. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.